Okay guys, so I'm going to try a slightly tweaked setup to what I had before. Instead of the kind of bomb wedge over here in the corner, I'm just going to try circling the flag in that position again, give it one more go with it up off of the back line, see how much success I can get. It's a shame because it sort of takes away that other kind of corner that I like to have there, because I've had quite a few games where they've run in those corners. They almost did, I think, in that last game. But you know, it's very, very unlucky. I mean, the reason I sort of changed the bombs here is because one, you know, kind of on the last game, the marshal came in and then, you know, there was a bomb there, but he assumed that and then kind of went up and took the flag. And yeah, I mean, in one way, you know, I tried to defend it, just wasn't getting there quick enough, and in another way, I think it was just bad luck. You know, the guy had lottoed his colonels and his general into bombs, so just had to take that one on the chin. Hopefully this will be a bit better, although, you know, because it's going to be new, who knows what's going to happen. But I'm going to try and kind of like follow the same strategy, but hoping that doing it this way now, I've always got the defences in place there for miners, which is going to be the only thing that can scupper my plan, you know. So here we go again, let's have a look what happens. I have to excuse the noise of the cat in the last video as well. I didn't miss any of the commentary. And yeah, I hope you found the game entertaining anyway. You know, you've got to take these things on the chin, like I say sometimes. I mean, many a time Stratego has got me sort of kicking myself or feeling a bit down, you know, when you make a mistake. But I think that one was probably a bit easier to deal with because you know, there's not much you can really do. It's just one of the things. Lady Luck was on his side that time, you know, we had it previous time. So yeah, moving ahead with my lieutenant here, see what's going to be shown. And okay, we've got a big piece shown straight away, and it's in the exact same lane that we want it in. So okay, let's move up with our other lieutenant on this side and see what he does there. Now, there's a big chance that could be his marshal. You know, he's one of these big gun players. He's already just exposed his general straight away. So with that in mind, I'm going to kind of move that major back to hopefully hit a jackpot if he does come in with his marshal there. Okay, so he's got his scouts around, which is good. You know, I like getting some of the scouts dealt with early. I may even take this next piece here just in case if he doesn't move. Maybe another scout. So okay, no, it's one of his lieutenants, so that's alright. We're not needing to be too worried about that. Okay, so what we've got here, I think that's going to be something that we could take there. Yeah, so that was good. I rather than move up with my lieutenant to sort of try and scout it, and you know what's happened there is I've gained a piece instead, so that's good. And now, I mean, we may potentially start seeing his colonels showing up. This piece, I'm a bit concerned that is a big piece because he's coming with that straight away. What I might do is move up with my miner and sort of threaten him back, and at the end of the day, we can use it as like a scouting piece. He's got his general there, which we know about. Okay, so it's a scout, so that's ideal. So now, you know, even if he does take this miner, we're going to reveal something, yeah, and we're also going to then, you know, sort of gives us a little bit of an advantage to know what we're heading for up there. So we've got another one of his scouts. I'm going to just move up with my other scout. There's potential for him to start bringing his scouts out. He hasn't really attacked with his scouts, but I think that at the moment it's looking like he's one of these kind of players that comes in with his captains, although he's got no qualms about showing off you know, his big guns. This could potentially be a spy because he did move that into position here. I have found there's a couple of times with this setup I've not got miners at hand over this flank when I need them quickly, so see, I've got a feeling this could be a spy now. So what I might do is see if I can quickly snag this captain and then maybe try and do a bluff on him with the scout here on his general. If his general doesn't move then or attack, then it could be that he knows he's defended, and this would be good if he now opens up here with this scout bluff. I could potentially go in and attack one of those behind it. You know, if he does move. So yeah, now I can come in here. Now if he does one or two things, yes, we flushed out his spy with a scout. Now that is the type of move I love to do. As you watch more of my videos, that's the sort of bluff I will sell. I'll go in, oh, I've wasted that scout there. I already knew that was a bomb. But yeah, I've managed to flush out his spy very quickly there, and he's bought the bluff. He's attacked it thinking that was my marshal. So now I potentially could go straight in with my marshal, but it could be that these marshals lurking by as well. So what I might do is just try another little quick bluff, and we know that's definitely a bomb now. I mustn't forget that third time. And yeah, let's see what he's going to do, because if he thinks my marshal's going to come up and attack now, then he may just decide to attack as well with his marshal. So I don't necessarily want to do that if I can help it. So let's see what he's going to do, if he takes this bluff or not, because he knows I've got his spy now. But I just want to see, is he going to manoeuvre into a position where he wants to do a trade? It's going to be interesting to see now. I think if what I might want to do is just get my spy into a better position again, and then we can see if I'm going to need to. I don't want to trade my marshal if I can help it, but at the same time, okay, so that was his marshal there. So okay, what I really need to do is get this miner over there and try and eventually get some progress over that side. And I need to somehow get to his marshal, so his general, and avoid losing too many other pieces on the way. So I think what I need to also do is get my general in a better position, because look, we've got a colonel coming down here now, and I've not really got a defence against it other than another colonel. So what he's doing now, you see, is he's going to try and pin this. So I think what I might do is just try and see what I can clear out down here. Okay, so that's fine. We've got a colonel and a major over there exposed. We've got his marshal here. So I'm going to go and move on here because there was a bomb over there. I'm just going to try and make some progress down his back line, and see what we can do. I think what I might do is get another one of my lower end pieces, get the spy perhaps in a better position where she's a little bit safer as well, and I think yeah, well she can probably just move back a bit at the time for the time being, and then I think what I might do, it looks like he's just coming in with a lower end piece here to try and see. He might be moving over there actually so that he's got a scout ready to show. So I need to be careful. I'm going to have to cover this spy with my marshal, which I don't particularly want to do, because if that gets exposed as well, then then there's a potential for him to kind of move in and just try and do a trade with me, which I don't want to do, like I say. So I think what I'll do is, I've got a feeling this is going to be something like perhaps a captain or lower. Okay, that's good. So that's worked out fine. Now what I want to do is now then move the spy again. I'll try and cover my marshal now, because if I can avoid exposing that, so he's got his colonel and his major over here, and we've got his general here. So I think what I need to do is I want to move my 4 over, and I'm going to try and, if the worst comes to worst, any of these pieces, if they want a lotto, then there's not a great deal over there to lose. If they want to come this way, I can then look to take them with the Marshall if needs be. Oh right, okay, so that's a 5. I think that must have come around the corner, so I think that's the Colonel and that's the Major. And then, so what I could do now is start looking to, no, actually that's the Marshall now, isn't it? So I think that must be the Colonel. Let's see if I can flush another scout out here, and I'll sort of fake that that's my spy. This could be his Colonel here, so I just want to maybe, I'm surprised he's going out with the Colonel rather than the Major. Oh no, it's a 4, okay. So I did lose track of it. It was maybe his Colonel here then, I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, I'm going to need to I want to try and get this general if I can, to be honest, it's probably a bit of an early stage to make this move because he's still got scouts around, and I don't want to try and go in exposed. He's just going to come in and exchange. So I think for the time being, I may hold back a little bit, although I've sort of got him convinced here that it's a spy there. I wonder if maybe I should go in again with some lower pieces. I can move my 10 over to that side because he's got that Colonel there. And then this way I can maybe get him to flush out some scouts here with these 2 bluffs on himself. I've got this 4 here which I'm sort of saying to his Marshal that this could be the spy here. You want to get someone in here to check this. And then I'm also going to come up here with this piece and sort of make out that it's my Marshal. And then what you may find is that he's just going to come in here with low pieces just to see what's going on. It may even be a captain. No, okay, so that's fine. And then what I'm going to do is pretend that this is now my Marshal. See what he's going to do. Okay, so he's the kind of person that's going to want to be prepared to trade there. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is just move over with my miner here, and then, let's see, I've got a feeling that that was the low one, wasn't it? Oh no, that's his Major, okay. So, I'm hoping now that, sorry, his Colonel that was, I'm hoping now, oh no, he's moved back, so that must be the Major behind it. I lost track of that a little bit there, so that's a shame. Now, what I could potentially do is try and outflank him here with the bomb on that side. I'm wondering what's going to be the best way to approach this now. I suppose what I could do is try and bluff my general around there, and then potentially move in again. In actual fact, what I need to do is perhaps use this Colonel now, and if that's Major, and that's the Colonel, so that's the Colonel, and this is now the Major. I can potentially now go in there. I really need to get my general over that side, to be honest, because that's where he's going to be effective at this stage. Got those 2 kind of pieces there. He's bound to move over with his Marshal if I did try that though, so I don't know, let's try first of all getting this Major then, see if I can get anywhere with that. Oh no, that's a 4, so I lost track of that Major he had there, which is a shame. Okay, so we've flushed that out now, that scout there that I was hoping to achieve with that, and now we know Marshall was there. I hope I don't lose track of it. When I'm doing commentary I have to be very careful. I tend to find myself losing track of the game, and even the commentary kind of suffers in the end, so hopefully it's not too bad. And yeah, it looks like he's going to exchange kernels here, which is a bit bizarre. Let's see what he's going to do. I mean, I'm sure he knows that that's my kernel. Didn't expect him to want to trade that, to be honest. So, I wonder what's the best way to approach this. Well, really, it's such a shame that my general is the other side of the board here. I think what I better do is shuffle these down, because if he's coming in here with his marshal and this other piece, I need to really get a bit of a defence here, because he knows that's a captain, so at worst it's going to be a 7. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a captain. No, that's what I mean. That's what I didn't mean, was a captain. So okay, well, it's defended for now. Real shame that my general is not in a good position. I'm going to have to try and bluff him back here. That's what I'm going to hope to do, and then see what he does. Is he going to sort of move over to exchange kernels again, or is he going to not buy the bluff and he's going to take this scout? I mean, if he's going to buy the bluff now, he's not going to move down, in which case let's see, he might move back in this case, or no, he's going to stay pinned. So okay, so I think what he thinks is that that's that's a piece that could potentially take that kernel. So is he going to do one or two things? He's going to leave that for the time being, or he's going to I mean, what I could do potentially is go in there with my marshal, but you see, I really want to get my marshal in a position where I can take his general, get that done first. So let's see what he's going to do. I wonder if I should just move in with my captain first to take this, get it out of the way. That's perfect. Now he's moved over there and I can get that, snag that captain. And it looks like he's just going to come storming over here. I mean, he perhaps thinks that's my general, and perhaps that's why. So I'm just going to move him out of the way now. And then I think, yeah, I'm going to move my colonel out of the way as well now. And then we're going to sort of sacrifice that piece to a certain degree. Maybe perhaps drag them in a bit, see what happens. And then we can then go from there. He's going to storm in there with his major and his colonel. Now it looks like I may have to take his colonel with my marshal now, because I still haven't managed to get this general over here in a decent position. So what I may do is try and fake my spy here, so that I can pin his marshal. So let me see. I need to really get my general over there desperately now. He may start moving in with his marshal. It's turning into a bit of a tricky one here now. He's now probably going to come after my marshal. So, and then he's going to think that's my general, you see. So I really need to get, perhaps I better get my spy over here a bit more, so that if he does potentially do that, then we can scoot back again. Okay, so he's going to save his colonel there, and he may, as I say, potentially start to move over there, in which case you know, he could potentially run straight into the spy there. So okay, now what I really could do with is getting my marshal back into a position where it's going to be effective. So I need to be very careful here. I don't want to necessarily have to trade it. What I might do is move that back and use my general as a bluff there, and then essentially I can now reposition my marshal, get my general in a better position really to deal with that. And let's get my marshal over there, because at the end of the day I'm going to need my marshal there so that I can defend, if nothing else, you know. So I didn't really want to get my general there. I think perhaps I need to move this marshal over a little bit to the left so that I can clear up a bit of room here. It's turning into, you know, quite technical level game, because we know sort of where our pieces are and stuff, but we're having to kind of do a bit of shuffling around to get us where we want to be. So I've got a bit of an advantage in the sense where I can use the information. I know his colonel's over here, I know his marshal's here, his general's here, so you know, what I need to really do is get myself in a position where I can snag some of these pieces and you know, not get exposed myself and not get any unnecessary loss of big pieces, you know. So okay, he's coming in there with a miner. I can take that miner comfortably now, and you know, I think that having his spy is obviously an advantage for us, and you know, knowing where his pieces are. He doesn't know where my marshal is or my general for certain, so that's a good thing that we've got that. Although, you know, I'm running out of pieces to sort of bluff with now, so it's going to be a case of trying to work out the best way to actually get his pieces trapped. Could do with getting rid of more of his scouts, so I think what I might do is just move in with some of these what I call null moves down these flanks now, and you know, perhaps maybe a bit of progress up here, see what we can achieve. Now I think that's definitely his general there, so I needed to get that into a better position, my marshal. What I may do is sometimes I take a daring risk and bluff with my spy as a marshal, and then what you can do then is, you know, you tend to flush out the players that play with the strategy of kind of covering their asses with the marshal. You can sometimes sort of go steaming in with your spy, and then they'll try and protect themselves with the marshal, and then, as I say, you can then surprise them with it being your spy as your bluff. It's a risky strategy, but when it works, it's great. So anyway, yeah, he's now going over there to cover that area, so I think what I'm going to do, just move this general over a bit again, get my spy in a position where I can kind of roll past it, and then if he does want to come steaming in to get that, then he's going to have to run past the spy. And what I might do is sort of, I can chase him back a little bit and just protect the spy here with this sergeant, and that way, you know, because he's still got some scouts left, and as I say, I don't really like leaving the spy exposed without when they've got scouts, so I'm hoping not to have to do that. And I think what I'm going to do is move this spy over a little bit, maybe begin to bluff that as a bigger piece. And then we've got his marshal here, his general here. He's waiting for me basically to go charging in with my general, but I'm not going to do that because obviously he's just going to trade. So I think that here we go. So he's going to maybe start coming in here now with his marshal. So I think what I'm going to do is leave it like that, and then I'm going to move this 4 here. And I mean, I've got no idea what this piece is. I don't think it's obviously not his general or his marshal or his colonel. So I think what I might do is, let's get this 7 back over, and we're going to have to try and sort of trap this middle piece here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Trap it with these 2, and just see what we can flush out here. Alright, so now as well, what's happened here, he's opened up this area, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to press over here now and just try and see what we can do, because we know we've got his marshal and his general is over there, and see, he's going to stay in that position there, so he's going to start heading over there, which is sort of what I expected, because that's why I set up that spy there. But we don't know what that is. I would like to sort of bluff him out here, but I think he knows that this is not a big piece, so other than going over there with my marshal, I'm not going to really achieve a great deal. So I think what I'm just going to do is one of my other flank moves, keep an eye on what's going on, and then this may work out great for us here, because he's going to sort of trap himself in here. So I'll go ahead and push on again, and let's see if he continues with his thought process. Yes, he has. Okay, so now I'm hoping to now definitely pin this piece, because even if he sort of attacks here to test, which is what he's trying to do, he's got to take the risk. He's got to say to himself, okay, oh, he's left himself an escape route, which was a shame. I didn't expect that. I didn't quite see that, and he's going to go straight into his marshal, so that is a shame. But he may come down now and attack. Oh no, that is wonderful. That is great. So now what I might just do, just move this back now. So obviously I'm going to get the attack coming in now from the marshal. I know that's not his marshal. So that was a bit of a silly move on his part, but his marshal's here, his general's here, I've got his spy. Okay, now so what he's going to do is just going to come charging in down here now with his marshal, and we're going to see now how he's going to want to play this. Is he going to chase left or right? I suppose what I could do is I could essentially, well, I'm going to have to sacrifice one of these 2 pieces possibly on the next move. So I think what I might do is, if I bluff this as my spy, he may then go for the captain, or he may follow that captain after. He may follow the major afterwards. Yeah, let's try that. Let's do it that way, and then see what he's going to do. I don't believe he's going to move there, because I've just sort of told him that that's a spy. Oh, that's an interesting one. Well, okay, so I think what maybe he's going to do now is try and chase it round this way, thinking as long as he gets me before there, that he's okay. So alright, let's do that then. Let's move this out of the way, and then see what he's going to do here. I think he's going to come chasing round. Was that his general? That is his general, that's right, that's his general. So okay, that's fine. So now we've got that covered. I'm just going to carry on then up with my miner here, because I've got a feeling he thinks that's my spy. So I think what I'm going to do, is move that back one so that he does think that. And then here we go now. We're going to see how far is he going to go, and is he going to fall straight into the trap. I think he knows that that's not the spy, but I think he thinks my marshal is the spy. So let's see, is he going to go one more? Yes, we've got him. We've hit the jackpot. See, that's why I sort of prepared all that in the first instance earlier, is so that there was a clear route for me if he wanted to do that. Okay, and he's quit now. So that was a great game, great comeback to winning streaks after that shocker, really, the last one. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that one, everyone, and please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know how you're enjoying the content. And it's quite a long game, that one, but you know, it's quite tactical at times, and sometimes you have to exercise patience, would be my tip for this game. You know, I do hope everyone who does watch sometimes gets some good insight into strategies and techniques and stuff, and I'm helping people to learn the game, because that is part and parcel of why I'm doing it as well, just to give to others as well. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, you did gain something, did learn something, and you're going to use it, then please give us a like or subscribe, and we'll continue to grow. Alright guys, see you soon. Bye.